Okay, part 2 of what I was trying to say. May 30th, Monday, the holiday. It's 3:13. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna have to keep the camera faced towards not me because it wants to act funny for some reason. Anyway, so much to talk about, and it's been a while. But as I was trying to say before, I got cut off, that everybody and their mama's mama, uncle, makes it their business to try to know my business, okay? And remember how I was saying that, okay, wait a minute, I think I got an idea. Try to find, if I got it still down here. I might not. Come to get all of this stuff up out of here at my mom's house so she can finish doing what she needs to do. Okay. Where is it? I know I saw it when I was down here the other day. Okay. Maybe it's brown. Yeah, I think it was wrong. Alright, it happens, right? Shoot. Alright, that's a bust. Okay, try to come up with something else, man. I got it. Come in here. Yeah, so that way you can kind of still see my face. Okay. So like I was saying, everybody and their mama's mama, uncle, brother, whatever, make it their business to try to get into my business, okay? And remember how I was saying that one of the ways they do it is through our cell phones, okay? So, yeah, they got my mom's number, they got my father's number, they got my numbers, my sister's numbers, not to mention, I think there's still some type of device in my dad's truck that my sister drives, just like it was a device in my car when I used to drive that Pontiac that got repoed. Okay. So, they listen in through the microphone and the camera, and they watch through the camera as well. Okay. So, I could be watching my TV on my phone, watching movies, playing an app, a game or whatever, and they're looking through. I mean, these people got a whole lot of time on their hand, a whole lot of time. It's kind of creepy. Yeah, once you think it's creepy, especially, and this is the part that I find demented. Okay, so I believe with all my heart, mind, body, and soul that God sent me back here to help out with my father. I've said it before to them, to my family, and I know everybody heard it. So they try to find any little thing to try to, like, get me, I guess, sad or upset, or, you know, they try to find whatever by using what they've listened to or what they've heard. So what they do is they collect all that information and they, I guess, collaborate with each other. So when I come around, they stage these little events or conversations on what to say, okay? Whether it is to get to me or to act like they give a crap. Case in point example is that video that I streamed on Facebook when I was at Walgreens. That's a good one. Because I just had a conversation with my son. Anyway, my point for bringing that up is my father. So like I said, regardless of the fact of what anybody think, what anybody try to, how to make me feel, you can't make me feel anything unless I allow you to. So all the backlashes, the insults, snide comments, the remarks that's being staged or whatever, it's not going to hurt me unless I allow them to hurt me, unless I allow you to hurt me. Okay? So I would rather believe God over anything that comes out of y'all's fake mouths. Okay? So, yes, he sent me here to help out with my family, with my father. Regardless of the way my sisters feel, my mom feel, my other family members feel, and regardless of what my father feels, because I feel it in his face. He's sad. He is. And I find it very demented and sickening that while I'm trying to take care of him in the personal privacy of his own room, people would listen in and watch that. That's sickening. It included his little so-called friends, whether they're listening in or somebody's going back and telling them whatever, for them to call while it's being done. Who does that? Who does that? That is just, that's crazy. That's just, no, you just don't do that. It's, wow. But as I said, they do this through the phones. And I know my father or whomever kind of like, halfway don't want to believe me or whatever, because this is a big thing, it's a big issue. This is a big accusation that I'm stating about everybody. This is the way, it's huge, especially since no one's saying anything to anybody but themselves about it. Okay? So yeah, it's a big accusation, and yeah, I'm accusing because it's true. Just like the big accusations y'all have about me. But see, the difference is y'all forever be wrong about me. And that's okay, because you can still continue to believe what you want and say what you want. And I say that because I know, just like everything else in my life, no matter what it looks like, no matter how bad it might look to you or somebody else, I know God has me, because that's what my faith, my hope is. I know He has me. So whatever the outcome He has to my father, I know He has my father too. I know He has him. And I thank God for that. I thank Him for that. I thank Him for everything that He done for my family. Okay. Regardless of who understands what, I thank Him. So, anyway, he decides he wants to go to the hospital. And me knowing that everybody and their mama listening in on the conversation, in the ambulance, know we going to call them before we even call them. And whomever else, even the fire department, And let me stop right there and say, regardless of the way they feel about me or my family, I do appreciate and I am very grateful for them transporting my father back and forth to where he needs to go, as careful as possible, regardless of what their intentions are. I do feel grateful for that, and I thank you. Back to the subject, okay. He wants to go to the hospital because he feels that, this is so too much on me, and one person can't handle it, and I guess we we kind of thought that it wasn't just going to be me helping, it was going to be other people helping, but no, it's just been me. As far as like his physicality and helping him do things, Anyway, so, and I'm not knocking nobody, I'm just saying. All right, so, because I know everybody got their life, and everybody got to make their own decisions, and that's fine. Everybody's their own individual. Okay. So, yeah, he feel like it's so much on me. And when you can't do certain things because of your condition, things need to be put into place to accommodate that person, to help them out on those, those handicaps. And one person may not be able to do it, but like I said before, I believe God had me here to help him as much as I possibly can, regardless of whomever was around doing, whatever. I do think he needs a nurse, and I was willing to fit in where that nurse wouldn't fit in, or help with that nurse. Those were my expectations. But like I said, I know God got the situation. He has the last say so. He has the last answer and everything. Okay. So yeah, he wants to go to the emergency room, and the lady's trying to talk him out of going to the emergency room. Wow. Yeah, she's trying to talk him out of going to the emergency room. Okay. She claims she's not trying to be malice or whatever, but the things that you're saying states differently. Now, she only knows her intentions, and God only knows her intentions. They still ended up taking him to Lake Methodist Hospital in Maryville, Indiana, or Hobart, Indiana, whatever you want to call it. We still went there, and I appreciate them for doing that, because other ambulances would have took him to North Lake, and what he needs, South Lake does. Okay? So, regardless of their intentions, again, I'm grateful for them taking him to South Lake. So, we get to South Lake, as I did go with, and I want to say that I know people feel a certain way about me, probably because of some of the stuff I done said, and I'm not ashamed of it. Consider all of the crap people are saying about me, and all the false accusations that people are saying about me. But when I go to speak on it, everybody want to get mad. I go to talk about my hometown. I go to talk about things that has transpired in my hometown. Everybody want to get it too and be spiteful and angry. So, yeah, certain things have occurred in Gary, Indiana, and everybody knows it. But when I say it, it's a problem. So he goes into the hospital, and he gets in his room, number 11, and we're sitting there. And the same doctor that I saw when I was coming from Walgreens when I worked there, after that boy put something in my piece of cake, and I wanted to go see what was going on. That same doctor I saw my father. Want to tell me that I had arthritis in my neck. I know I got arthritis in my neck, but I also know when I'm being dosed. A person that's not on drugs will definitely know if they're being dosed and their state is altered. Saying that brings me to my next statement. Hippocratic oath. Don't every medical person have to take that oath to do no harm against anyone? Okay. So remember how I said certain jobs or certain restaurants, and I know this is going to sound crazy, certain supermarkets or places where I've been to shop will pump something through the air. And what I say to y'all, it might sound crazy, but these things are transparent. I know I keep saying that, but I wouldn't say it if it wasn't. I would not say it if it was not happening, because that would get me in trouble with God. Forget what y'all think y'all can do to me. You know, he is way greater. To be playing with something like this, I would get in trouble with him. Okay? So, yeah, these things are happening. Okay? So, I guess the hospital decided to jump on a bandwagon. And in my father's emergency room, number 11, they decide to pump something through the air. Well, my father there. And he's the one that's sick. Regardless of what they feel about me, he's sitting in the room with me, and they're pumping something through the air. Okay, so God does that for a long while because they want to get the effect in my system. Okay, so they're coming in, checking it, seeing how my state of mind is and whether I'm being altered by whatever they're pumping through the vents or whatever. So I guess they're not satisfied. So when they leave, they decide to close the door all the way, you know. At first it was open because, you know, they were doing the staging thing I was telling you before outside of the door. I guess they wanted me to hear, but I was watching the movie. And I know they probably was looking through that as well to see my reaction of what they were saying. Okay, so they shut the door all the way. And they're pumping it through there, pumping it through there. My daddy is laying in bed, breathing in the same air I'm breathing in, but they don't give a crap. You still choose to do that. Wow. That is even more demented. But to God be the glory for protecting me and my father. Man, he was woozy, daisy, whatever, you know, sleepy. And they decided to admit him over something. Decided to do the same thing, going up into his room. And not only that, to act like they're so generous, want to offer somebody something to drink. So I don't know if they put something in his ginger ale. I really don't. But I know they have to put something in my water. Okay. I just took a sip of it because I kind of figured it was going to happen. You are a hospital. Made an oath to take care of people, not harm them. Regardless of how you feel about me, I don't care. You chose to do that. And I'm going to say it. Because you didn't have to. You didn't. What did my father do to y'all? What has he done to anybody? Nothing. He come there for y'all help. And because of me, what y'all feel about me, y'all decide to include him in on it. But wait, there's more. So, I'm at home, my sister's house where I reside, Lake. And she has this air conditioning system. It's just a little air conditioning. Ain't no AC all the way around. Okay. They decide, I don't know, I guess come up to the back of it, put something in it so when it turns on and blows, it's blowing whatever through the air conditioner. I said, how inventive. How very inventive of them. I'm not finished. I told you I had a lot to say. Oh my God. So there's that. And then there's decided to send in the spies that hate me. Yes, I did refer them that way in the 007 movies. The spies that hate me. Through whatever size, shape, or form, but through people that know my nephew. Okay. This little friend comes in, I guess one day, my nephew decides to come in and get some of his stuff, you know, because he's off into, y'all know what he's into, you know, trying to be productive and all that, and I'm all for it. I want to see him prosper, and I'm hoping that works for him. Okay? So, his little friend come in, I speak, And while my back is turned and while Dre's back is turned, he pulls out his camera and starts snapshotting pictures of the house. Bathroom, probably, I don't know, maybe downstairs as well. I don't live downstairs. Okay. And then group texting him, as others have done. But he's not the only one. So their spies, come in to listen in on conversations, take pictures or whatever, and then text, just like they used to do me at work, be in a conversation with somebody or them, and they're either recording it or texting what I said or getting some info to be texted to them to say back to me that happened to me or that was spoken about me or from me. I hope you understand that. But yeah, so now they got spies coming in here. Now, I'm not sure, I'm just going to mention it. Prompt. Sometimes they'll send like 3 people in, and I understand that. My father, he's a heavy guy, okay? And then he says that he wants more than one person to come in and help him. But this one particular time, one of the guys wasn't in the room. He was outside of the room, so he could have clearly either planted something or staged something or took some pictures. I'm still looking. Now that is not proven yet. Don't get me wrong, prompt. It's not proven yet. So if that did happen, I'm still looking for some type of sign or whatever. But as of yet, I haven't found anything. My sister had a lot of stuff in the general area over there. Also, they've been some, like I said, I give it to them. I'm grateful for them, helping my dad out. And he seems to like these guys, but, because of me and what people, they probably is mad at me because of some of the stuff I didn't say. Yeah, but it was true. So you going to get mad at me? Okay. Yeah, I did say something in reference to my auntie and my uncle. I did. Also, information that was given to me. You know how y'all do information that was given to y'all about me, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th parties, or something that's been recorded through the privacy of my own home, camera set, or that hotel I used to stay in, camera set, listening device set, and, I don't understand how people can find that, I don't know, justified or righteous to do something like that, as if they would want cameras in their bathroom, their bedroom, just kitchen as well. Who does that? And be okay with that? And why should I be okay with that? I'm not. You would. Yeah. But even with that, what we do is on us. Well, my reaction to what y'all are doing is on me. Now let me get on my food. Still messing with my food. Okay. So, this time, it's Save-A-Lot. My sister loves going to Save-A-Lot, getting the meat. Okay. Sorry about that. Somebody was requesting my presence. Anyway, Save-A-Lot. My sister loves going to Save-A-Lot because of the big packages of meat that they have. But they're tampering with those meats. Hot dogs, bologna, pork steak. It's being tampered with. I don't know how they're getting it. I guess they can soak the meat in whatever they're dosing it with, like that. And then they know she's coming or whatever. I'm not the only one that's being tracked. They know she's coming. So, and everybody else knows. So they're not going to pick what she's picking. So they might do one package. They know she's going to pick the top one or whatever. So she picked that one. And she usually get like 2 or 3 or whatever. So the one package, she picked that. That's dose. Hot dogs, that's dose. They overheard the conversation about my dad saying how he don't like the Barrios hot dogs and the bologna, which was being dose. So she goes and get a different kind. They still dose back. Okay. So, not just the meat. Somebody told them, I guess, about the ketchup. We always like ketchup. Oh, they could have overheard us at home talking about ketchup, fighting over ketchup, or whatever. So for some reason, people like dosing the condiments. They've done it at Burger King before. They've done it at McDonald's before. Okay, I don't get ketchup on my stuff at White Castles. So I haven't been in these places lately. Okay. My mom did go get me a Coke from McDonald's, but wasn't nothing wrong with it except for the fact that it was a Diet Coke. But see, they knew that I was coming. So of course, they're gonna make it into something else, a Diet Coke. I don't drink Diet Coke, so of course that's all that's available. That's what she's gonna bring back to me, Diet Coke. Anyway, I ain't even gonna say any, but as I've said before, I don't do drugs. I'm a coherent person. Most I take is vitamins, okay, probiotics or whatever. So I ought to know something different about me after drinking. Who gets it altered after drinking some water? Yeah, you can't sway me differently on that. A cup of water, they have to put something in my water. It's been done before. So I ought to know when something's different. Wait a minute, I'm on the phone. Hold on, I ain't doodling, girl. I'm on the phone. Shut up. Every time I think I'm in the bathroom, I just got to be taking a dump. Every time I'm in there, I ain't taking no dump. I know I take long dumps. Everybody know I take long dumps because they be listening. So, anyway, back to what I was saying. Person ought to know when there's, even a person that does do drugs, they know when they high, they know when they drunk. Okay, but see, that's something that a person that does do that, they're used to doing that. Okay, so their system is used to it. Their mind is used to it. Mine is not. So it's going to hit me. It's going to make me aware of it, just like that. Okay. So yeah, save a lot back in the game, or if they ever even stop being in it, because I only recently started eating it, and I've noticed certain people won't eat what's being cooked over there by, cooking that food that she got from Save a Lot. Certain people won't eat it. Yeah. One of the spies that be coming in, they won't eat it. Okay, they bring their own food. So, I've talked to you about South Lake Methodist in Maryville, Indiana, which is very tripped out. Talked to you about the air conditioning at my sister's home. Talked to you about the people coming in and out, trying to tend to my father, taking them to, his appointments. Okay. I talked about the treatment that we received when we was at South Lake, and they try to play it off like, with hospitality, while they doing a little thing on the side. Yeah. I'm going to say it and I'm going to say it out. Okay. So, what else? Save a Lot. Talked about that. Talked about the phones again. The demented behavior, listening in and watching while I'm trying to tend to my father. That's just trifling. Oh, my gosh. Talked about how they try to get in here and here with stuff they say, but my God is greater. And what's wrong with saying God is greater? God is good. Because He is. He has the last say in everything, you know. Speaking of which, about me talking about being here because He say so. I also wrote down this proverb. Okay. And then I wrote down a commentary from the Bible, the study Bible that I use. Proverbs 20:24. A man's steps are directed by the Lord. How then can anyone understand his own way? And the commentary reads, we are often confused by the events around us. Many things we will never understand. Others will fall into place in years to come as we look back and see how God was working. This proverb counsels us not to worry if we don't understand everything as it happens. Instead, we should trust God that He knows what He's doing through it. And one more. Like I said, I understand how trusting and loving God so much is a problem for everybody, just, you know, coming from me anyway. So the rest of it said His timing or His design is not, if His timing and design is not clear for us, we still should trust Him. And then it directed me to that same proverb in the commentary, directs me to Psalms 37:23, but also 24. If the Lord delights in a man's way, He makes his steps firm. And then 24, though he stumble, he will not fall, for the Lord upholds him with His hand. And then the commentary speaks, the person in whom God delights is one who follows God, trusts Him, and tries to do His will. God watches over and makes firm every step that person takes. If you would like to have God direct your way, then seek His advice before you step out. Amen to that. And that's me all day. I'm a firm believer in trusting in God, and especially that He knows what He's doing. Okay. So I got that from my studies. Okay. So regardless of what the situation looks like, regardless of that outcome of the situation, the choices that I've made, because of God, I know He still has me wherever I go next, whatever I do next. I know He has me. You know, whether my dad, which he really needs a place that can access his needs, he really does. And I'm praying to God about Him doing that, or taking care of that, or making provisions for somebody who can take care of that. You know, whatever my sisters do, you know, I'm just going to say that everything that I decide, or as far as my life is decided, I put in God's hands, and the situation is in His hands, and I know He's going to take care of my father, I know He's going to take care of my family, I know He's going to take care of me, and He's going to put us where He sees fit, regardless of what everybody else thinks, or regardless of what everybody thinks they know. He got us. He does. All day, 24/7. My daddy say 24/7, but He has us. And I don't want my father to feel sad or upset or distressed about anything, especially with me having to take care of him when I did or when I do, because that's where God wanted me to be. You know, we just got to get some help with that. And I know that's in His hands as well. So whatever the Lord willeth is going to transpire. Okay, so I don't know what else is there to say. That's a lot I had to say. I don't know where my next move is, my next step is. That's in God's hands. So whenever He reveals it to me, I know. That's just the way I feel. People can feel and say and do whatever they want. You know, whatever I do is in God's hands. So, I came to talk to him about having this conversation on what to say and how to say it as well, and things like that. I was just waiting to see what was going to happen when we went to the emergency room, or what they was going to try to pull, what they was going to say. I was just wondering. I wonder what's going to happen. And I saw. That was just, it's weird. That's crazy. Like I said, who does that? Why would you even have those ideas in your head to do something to somebody like that? You know, protected 100% tenfold because of my faith in God. But that action done by that person or persons is what I'm saying. What would calculate in your brain to make you think that that's okay? And you're justified, and that's natural, normal human behavior, especially for a caregiver or medical personnel. Wow. Yeah. So, post this, and I guess until next time, God bless. Have a beautiful, blessed day, and I hope everything works out the way God plans and wills it. And just stop it. I'm done, I guess. If I have something else to say, I'll just make another one.